looking for a quick scalp on gold. It just depends on how it delivers here. I think the scalp on gold is... Sorry, can you guys hear me now? Looking for, like I said, I was looking for a scalp on gold to the downside now. That's what I'm looking for right now. Up to 1 hour supply. I know this is counter trend, so just keep in mind. I am taking a counter trend trade here. Usually I try to avoid taking counter trends, but taking this counter trend off us taking out multiple highs. So you can get a little downside move again. Gold is an asset that loves to trend a lot, so you got to be careful with trading reversals. NQ and ES for indices, they tend to reverse a lot more often like this. Unfortunately, we're gonna miss this trade, so probably not to cancel limit order here, man. And gold, I'm gonna be honest again. It's not a good, in my opinion, it's not a great short to take. I'm gonna take maybe like a little one-to-one scalp. It depends on where my entry is gonna be though. If my one-to-one target, like for example, is here, then I'm not gonna take this trade. So inversions are probably not going to work here unless you want to go for a very tight trade. Ideally, if we can get an OB entry model, we should be able to get a one-to-one here, but so far no entry here, so can't take anything there. I'll just wait patiently here. Anyone take the NQ shorts? There was an entry model, but I was waiting more patiently for a limit order. So yeah, now we're just gonna have to cancel a limit order because this trade is done for. Price already came back to basically 50% almost. Let's see, not quite, but it did mitigate this flip zone here. So gotta be cautious here. If you want to keep the limit order there and see if you could get a quick scalp on NQ, feel free to, but yeah, no, price already ran too far. It's already against my rules to have my limit order there, so. Yo, what's up, envy me? You got stopped out right at the go long, you took stop hunter, and that's because I did a limit order OB. Limit order OB. Oh, you put a limit order on this, didn't you? Envy me. See? Yeah, you just gotta remember what I say. You know, like sometimes it'll play out. This one kind of played out-ish. Or sorry, this one played out here, as you can see. But yeah, I almost always will wait for a stop hunter, man. You could have re-entered this if you got stopped out here too, off here. But yeah, definitely I try avoiding taking these here for internal continuations at least. For main setups where we do big swings, sure, but for internal continuations specifically, I always wait for a stop hunter liquidity point here. And also, I don't know if you remember, but I think I sent you something. I'll check later if I did or not. Regarding, wait, let me see. This low made a not making you high. We didn't sweep any. Yeah, so if you remember the thing I sent you, I'll check later after stream if I sent it to you or not, but the picture for the mentorship of the entry models for internal continuations. There's 3 types, and the type that you took here is the most risky one, but there's a much more conservative one that's a lot less risky to take. Aside from the stop hunter and this, there's another one. So for gold, we could try taking this one RR scalp again. It is counter trend. I'm not looking for too many points, to be honest. We can easily get a one-to-one, in my opinion, off this here. So we'll see if we can get that or not. If we can get filled, that is, you know. We'll see if we can get filled. Whoa, did not mean to move my stop loss there. The target for one-to-one is, okay, it's a little unrealistic only because we already did mitigate demand here internally. But we can see if we can get like a nice little small pop here to the downside. Don't know if we will though. We did mitigate this internal. Again, this is a lower probability setup. If you want to take it, It's not an A plus. Again, NQ missed our entry, going short. I did send it. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I remember I only sent that thing, the 3 entry models for internal continuations, just to the mentorship students. I didn't send it to the course members. It was just a mentorship student specific thing. So, yeah, okay, cool. Glad you have that. So yeah, now you understand. If this low made a new high, swept this low that made a new high, like this low made a new high, and it swept that low, then yeah, it's valid for you to take a limit here. But because it didn't do that, you gotta read the pattern. Yeah, gotta wait for that sweep. But you definitely could have got in again, re-entered. I entered here after seeing that price wasn't a good RR, so I just took another one with a. I'll just explain this later. Essentially, we'll see if we can get a 1-to-1 again. This is pretty low probability here. Like I said, we did already mitigate internal demand right here. It's not the greatest type of scalp you really want to be taking, because this is assuming that we create an entry model and then break another low, which if we're bearish we will do, but if we're bullish, sometimes we do this, but it's not too often. And if we do it, we're probably gonna go for like a sweep here internally. Still doesn't mean downside though. Again, this is lower probability. It's up to you if you want to take it. It's off a high time frame sweep into a 1-hour supply. But at the end of the day, these are counter trend trades. I like to take mostly pro trend trades like these. But I'm gonna give this a shot just for a 1-to-1. No, I did not take the IFG after previous day high sweep. I was looking for it. I think my mic might have been muted, or someone said the music was too loud when I was saying it, so maybe you guys didn't hear me. But no, I missed this trade. I had a limit order here set at the OB entry model, and prices never tapped. Price never came back and hit me in. I was looking for just a small 1-to-1. This is counter trend. So yeah, I missed that setup there. There's a flip you could take, but this is technically not in 50%. Or it's not in 50% discount. Unless you want to draw your range like this. I will say though, let's see, if we go to another time frame, maybe it's 5 minute. I still see more upside on NQ, like, for sure. So pretty bullish. We could take something like this. This is technically, if you use the whole entire range, not 50% level. We did already miss a scalp, so try taking something like this if you want. Or you wait for the PY below. The only thing that's adding confidence to this is that this zone did flip this past supply. But otherwise, this is a trade that's definitely taken higher up in the leg than typical. Gold so far is moving in our direction. If you expect a big move, if you want to go for a big target, you can go for a pretty big short, man. With this entry, you definitely can. You're off to work? Alright, I'll see you later, man. First day on a funded green payout soon. Let's go. Yeah, man, keep it up, man. As long as you got your risk management check, I think you're good to go, man. That was like I think your main thing with your other account. Make sure your risk management is in check. Make sure you don't like oversize on stuff. You know, make sure you're actually doing 1/10 of max drawdown. In my opinion, that's the best. Otherwise, you're not letting your edge play out. We barely missed 1-to-1 here. Actually, what even is this one? Damn, we barely missed it. The TP for 1-to-1. Because we hit this demand, like I said. We already mitigate demand here, so the next demand is here. You can go break even on this short if you want. I'm gonna try to like avoid taking break even trades on stream if I can, and just let them play out. But this is a 1-to-1. I could have also had aggressive stop loss. Actually, looking at hindsight, would have already hit 1-to-1. Let's see, NQ, gold. You can move your stop also here for gold. Hey Stampede, it's been a minute. It's been a while. Oh wow, you're giving money for free? I mean, I've been calling trades for a while on streams. It's just not every day. Again, we barely missed a TP here. Is that one tick off? 2 ticks off from TP. Expected. Could move your stop to break even here on this short if you want. NQ so far running nicely. I'm in this long on NQ. Target is for 6 RR. 6 whole RR. My stop loss closer. But yeah, that's the target for me on NQ. Gold, if you went break even, hit your break even. Like I said, this is a lower probability trade. It's not as good as the NQ one, personally, my opinion. It's kind of a trend, so you could reduce your stop loss, take a break even. I feel like if we break above that high, it's probably not gonna hold for shorts. NQ so far, we got a nice 1 RR so far on NQ. People that want us to just be scalping today. If you used aggressive stop loss, which I didn't look at before, but it's almost 2 R here. Since I'm streaming, we can just test some stuff out. Why not? NQ. Low key, I don't mind taking a full loss on gold if we can get this 6R in NQ. So let's see. NQ would be a banger trade. Gold is rejecting. We could maybe hit our 1-to-1 target here on gold. Maybe. Can't say much there, but NQ is running. Again, so far I am up 5R on the day. With just one long on gold before. And I'm currently holding this here. How you guys do for the week so far though? Guys, green, red, what's going on with y'all? Talk to me. Alright, get the webcam on. Okay, currently in this setup here on NQ. It is pushing, my goodness. Let's go. On gold, I am reducing my stop loss, by the way. I'm moving my stop to the internal high, okay? So I'm gonna take like a very tiny loss on gold if it continues higher. It's not gonna be a big loss, really. Green on the week, nice. Anyone in this trade with me? Let's cook, let's cook. Up almost 6R right now. You could TP here if you don't want to get greedy. Sometimes I do go for crazy targets. This is already 4RR. Or if you want to go for the high, you also can. If we want to reject here, we would be looking for something like this to the downside. If we want to go higher, we just push for the highs. I'm bullish overall, but it doesn't mean, like I said, that we can't get a retracement here. How much are we up right now? 4R. Again, if you want to close here, feel free to. You're already up for a sword. Some people go for hold for full targets, like me, for some trades. Others don't. Completely up to you. We are buying high, I will say. So it wouldn't be bad to close, okay? Again, I already called this entry out. This is the forest sword. Most strategies don't even make forest sword. So this is a lot of P&L here. They can just take off right now. I'm gonna go break even, obviously, for sure in this trade. There's no There's no reason for us to do this, in my opinion. I feel like if this holds here, we're gonna go lower here for this. So I don't want that to happen. I'm going break even here on this. Green on the week, nice, nice, nice. Stampede, you said too late for the stream to enter on that trade. Yeah, you can always rewatch though if you want to hear my analysis on why I took this trade here. I was honestly thinking about closing. Let me see. ES did go to 50%. We've already taken out one. We've taken out already a lot of set of highs. I will say though, we should be going for that 1 hour high, but we are in 1 hour supply. So I'm keeping that in mind. But I'm gonna hold here to see. Nice, there we go, y'all. 1 hour TP. Hit on gold right here. Who took the gold troll with me here? We got 1 hour out of this. Again, I'm not looking for a big move here. We can definitely get a big move. This is counter trend, so I'm not looking for anything crazy. The stop loss held. Nice 1 hour here. It's a 1 hour. Let's see if NQ can get this TP, man. Today's I'm feeling like today. Today's gonna be a good day. All right, we already have 1 hour, 5 hour, and this 6 hour playing out right now. We just need ES just went up to mitigate the supply. I feel like we need to not hold this. If we do hold that again, I could see something like this. Let's see. 4.6 R right now if we want to close. Again, most of my trades, like, they're winners. It's just like a matter of how much R do you want to take. Like for the ES just hit supply, which, like I said, I see us going all the way down here if this supply holds. NQ looks stronger right now than ES, so let's see if we can get this nice little TP on stream. I also missed some setups today, man. There's some really nice setups, man. So unfortunate. All right. No, what am I turning you close? There we go. I don't know what happened there. Sometimes it's whenever like I switch tabs, stupid stream view just, I don't know, it gets weird. Anyway, let's go. I turn on my ring light so the lighting looks better for stream. Let's get this 6R, baby. See what ES is doing. Nice, we had a nice little failure on ES. Should going for a TP here. Let's go, let's go. Nice. Let me check. There we go, yep, him at the TP. Let's go. Let's go. Anyone take that, man. Come Come on, there's no way I'm giving out free money here. You guys aren't taking these trades, bro. 6 risk reward. It's been a while since I caught a 6R trade that hit TP that quick. That's why I'm so excited. Like if you see like some of my other trades, bro, I had a trade like this 4R took a whole hour. I had a really nice trade on gold from last night, but you can see how this trade literally lasted me the whole entire day. Like I held this, honestly I'm not awake during this whole time. I just set and forget, but it's a 10R trade, which is super nice, bigger than my 6R, but I had to hold for literally 12 hours. There we go, guys. There we go. Again, 50%. This would be your inducement, for example, if you want to use that. Nice. You took it almost past your combine. Let's get it. Finally, man. After a week of rough price action from, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, we finally got something nice, man. Oh, dude, I could low-key just end the day here, man. I'm up a lot. I'm up 12 RR. If you want to hold the gold trade, you could literally go for like a 3R here. I would be targeting this here if you're going for a gold trade. Damn, this thing's about to go for 3R. Mad, insane, man. Delete the text so it doesn't clutter the chart. Man, who took this, man? Type 1 in the chat if you took the longs. I need to see more of you guys in the streams, man. Again, if you don't understand my strategy, man, check out the course or the mentorship. I teach exactly how you get precise entries like these. Like literally, look at this precision. It's insane. It's like 6.5R. Now gold is going for the 3R. Sheesh. I'll turn on the executions here. Again, here's a link to the course or mentorship if you guys are interested in signing up and joining and learning from me directly one-on-one. But otherwise, watch the streams. Maybe you could take something from it. I think we could definitely still go higher though from here with NQ because ES hasn't taken out the high yet. Like I said, I did say, you know, NQ was stronger, so I don't think this SMT is gonna hold. Good thing we didn't go lower here. Went higher. Nice. Let's get it. 3R TP for people that held the gold short, man. Literally 3R. That's 9 risk reward you could have made. And people say you can't make 100 risk reward in a month. Like 10R in a single day is not that hard once you master a good system. You guys want me to stay on to catch more trades, or you guys want me to call it a day here for stream? Today was a quick stream. Like I said, the trades hit TP quick. That's what I like to see. Also post stupid amazing short as well. If you want, oh, you already missed a trade. I was on Discord. I was busy, but the long was already here. If you're already in this long here on gold, I think we can go higher here on gold from this point. But me personally, I might be done for the day here. You could try taking a long up here, though I will say we haven't taken out any type of liquidity, internal or external. It's not the highest probability setup, and this is not a valid inversion, so it's a small little impulse model. You could have went already for 1-to-1 TP. You can't wait to be in my position trading personal capital like this. Yeah, man, it's insane, bro. Absolutely insane. 15-minute TPs, bro. Dude, I'm hyped, man. Y'all don't understand the pain of holding for hour-long trades to hit 3R. Finally getting a trade that goes to 6RR makes me double or triple my money. Or sorry, 6 times my money. It's only 15 minutes. Again, it's definitely not my biggest trading day. That's why you probably don't see me screaming or like throwing my computer around. It's not like these other streamers, but it's definitely a nice feeling when you can finally hit TPs quick, you know? The R is what it is. I'll probably wait for gold, I feel like, to give me some sort of sweep. Again, you could take this if you want here. We did hit 1 hour supply. And this is a major supply zone on the left. Take out also high time frame draw. We could even see a liquidity sweep. We'll see. If you want to take longs on gold, this is where you can take longs. You can target for a 1-to-1 or go for the next high. Your entry would be something like this. Nice 3R, but me personally, I think I'm done. In terms of direction, if you guys want some buys for those still trading now, we did both take out highs. You could go for a scalp here to the downside, but keep in mind this is counter trend trading. You see how this 1 hour counter trend is not as bad as this counter trend short on NQ, because NQ1 was paired with a PUY. The gold one is not. For like structure wise, this is what I would see. This is my inducement. This is a PUY to hold to go higher on gold. So you could have taken something like this. Again, I'm done for the day. But this is, like I said, would have been entry with my strategy here. You get almost a 4R here. Sometimes I even just enter trades for stream that are valid just for fun, so you guys can see the outcomes. It is a little bit of over trading, I would say, but like I said, this is like a valid setup here. It would already hit your 1-to-1 target. It would have been already a winner. You could even go break even if you're in this setup here. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens here. If you're in this setup here, what you want to see happen with prices, obviously break this high, but most importantly, if you can get a nice rejection and break a high again, having 2 breaks, this does give your setup more conviction. One break sometimes can just be a sweep. In this case, it's not a sweep, just an internal break of structure, which is different. If you don't understand the difference, I go over it within my course. I will be posting, like I said, some course videos this weekend, okay, for you guys to check out. But yeah, great trading sesh today, man. Great trading sesh. Again, I'm not counting this trade for stream purposes because I'm not taking this, but this is a setup you could take. Just not financial advice. Another entry if you missed the initial entry on gold. There's another entry for you there. You also gotta know when to re-enter trades. I think that's a thing. That's why I have videos within the course modules about how to re-enter break-even trades, you know? Because it's important. Because if you re-enter break-even trades wrong, you're just gonna take a loss for no reason, if that makes sense. Nice scalp on NQ, and there's no OB on ES, but nice scalp on NQ right now. Already went 1-to-1. Like, you guys see how fast 1-to-1 trades go? I know the gold one took a bit, I'm not gonna lie. This one took a definitely long time, but when price action is clean, like when the range alert is clean like this, usually it will move faster. It's already another TP hit on NQ. Take a quick 1-to-1 scalp. Gold currently, like I said, you want to see 2 breaks to the upside. We've only broken 1, which could just be an internal break of structure. So the idea, you want to see something like this, for example. Again, it's not a trade I'd be taking. Like, I wouldn't be taking a breakout above this. It's not part of my strategy. But just an example from my personal experience that maybe you guys can learn something from, you know? Let's do some analysis on NQ though. I think NQ hit a valid supply too. Yeah, we did. Okay. Yeah. So this is the same valid short counter trend as the gold trade. We have a break to the upside and we tapped into a PY. You already hit 1-to-1 here. What's up, Side Sign? Damn, big bro. I should have streamed you. I assume that means copy. I would have doubled down on longs. Easy 4R on longs, same as yours, just bigger stop loss. Hey, at least you caught the trade, man. That's all that matters. 4RR, bigger stop loss. Still fine, man. 4R is still good, especially when it runs this quick, 15 minutes and hits TP. That's a good trade. So we'll see what happens on gold here. If we can maybe sweep some liquidity first before longs here. We did hit high time frame supply. NQ also hit high time frame supply. This is a 30-minute. W stream, yes sir, man. Make sure to leave a like, guys. If you guys are new, subscribe so you guys don't miss future streams. This is probably one of the best streams I had, or most effective streams. We really have had big trades, big winning trades. They hit TP very fast. Look at NQ, like literally, bro. They called this, man. Told you guys this is a nice short. It's already almost at 1 to 2. So price has been great today, man, with my strategy. Yeah, 16 people watching. Can NQ get a dump here is a real question. Are we just going to get a small scalp move, or are we going to get a dump to 50%? If we get a dump to 50%, I think, here's my prediction for NQ. We take out this low, we mitigate this PY, and go higher. That's option one. Option two is we go down here and then go higher. That's what I think can happen. I mean, we could also just reverse from here, but I think this reversal here to the upside is lower, definitely lower probability. We already broken. We failed twice internally. If you understand what I'm trying to say here, I do go over it within the seconds video in the course modules. We've already broken to downside twice internally. So this PY is not valid anymore. I think we can at least go for this low here. Mitigate this. We'll see though, we'll see. I think ES, so ES actually does look better to hold to the upside. If ES holds to the upside, we would see something like this. The reason why I'm saying that is because if you see, NQ already mitigated this. This mitigation is invalid now, but ES just mitigated this just now. So this could happen. That would send NQ going up, of course. Also, ES has to go up a little bit anyway to mitigate this if it would want to go down. So that's how I see it. But I do think downside though, we could go again, like I said, at least for this internal low here. This low. Nice little scalp for you guys again. How many scalps have I called out today? I've called out this scalp here on gold for 1 RR that you could have taken. I also called out this NQ scalp you could have taken. So already 2 additional risk reward if you took these trades. I mean, it's really this simple, man. Especially on a day when ranges are so clean, you can tell this is a good trading session. That's TP there for people that took a scalp going short, going for that low low. You guys watch anything while you trade? Shows or anything like that? Damn, it's already been a 70-minute stream, really? Dude, time flies, man. You watch me. Fair. That's valid take. Valid take. We'll see what happens with gold. It is it did fail holding this here, this low, but this is a stop hunter. That's what it looks like here. So this is fine to the upside gold still. Again, if we get 2 breaks, I think gold has a much higher chance of going bullish here. If we do not get the second break here and you're in gold longs, I think this trade is very low probability. So again, we'll see. I don't know if you guys, some of you guys, like I said, are already out of this gold short, or sorry, gold long for 1-to-1. Others are still holding. Again, I'm not taking this, but there we go, man. Nice target hit. Same with ES. Look at, bro. I'm really calling this out, man. Look at this. Every day, same thing. Took out this internal low that made a new internal high. Mitigate this PY that I was talking about. Now, if we want to go higher, we go higher from here. Ignore all the blue stuff. It's my indicator. I'm gonna turn off kill zones so it doesn't look messy for stream. But like now, we can go higher from here on NQ. Let's see if it does. Again, I'm not taking this, but if I was still trading, this is a setup you could take. Not as high probability because we took out a high already. Number 1. Number 2 is we also hit high time frame supply. But I think we should still be going higher here. If you just look at the trend on the right, we're bullish, obviously. At some point, we will take out these highs. I don't know what I have drawn up here. What is this? I don't know. I drew that. That might have been from a long time ago. And did I draw this? Yeah, I did. Oh, this is, yeah, this is the overall, like, probably 4-hour time frame break to the upside. So price is gonna go for this high, man, at some point. I don't need to predict this far, though. A lot of you guys are predicting too far. There's no need to predict this far. Just know where price wants to go next. Where's the next leg of structure gonna go? That's all you gotta know. Again, we'll see if my prediction here is right or wrong on this. Like I said, this is a low probability of price going up, but this could happen. We'll see. Otherwise, we go back to either do this or go back to 50% and then go up. We could also sweep this low here. The reason why I say that is because high time frame supply. And we haven't swept. We just sweep with, I guess you can count this. This is not the same sweep as a low that made a new high though. So, not the same type of sweep. See if we can get this here now. Gold looking not too shabby. We are consolidating a tiny bit. It's not bad consolidation, but it's just boxing on the seconds right now. That's what it looks like. As you can see, if we can get this second break, I think we should be good to the upside. If people are still holding longs on gold. Otherwise, being chilling. So Lee, how much money, how much reward is today? 6, 12. Bro, I feel like people do not share the streams because people want to gatekeep, bro. That'd be crazy. What's up, Abel? You said we long. I don't know who we is, but I'm done. I'm just calling out trades you can't take though. Right? Like I said, I already called out. After this 6-hour trade I called out, took live with all of you guys here. I said you could take shorts here. You would already be in the short here if you took that call out. The other trade I called out was on gold, for this here. So you already be in these 2 trades, the short and the long. But again, they both already went for the 1-to-1. So up to you how you wanna manage. If you're trying to look for a trade now, it's too late, because This was like, what? This was, the entry was 15 minutes ago for both trades, so yeah. I actually play poker, Stampede. Not the best idea for my poker win rate, but yeah. Well, I'm confused what you're trying to say, sorry. Because I know you play poker. You told me before in the past you play poker. I'm just kind of confused. The longs are gold on, or so you can still take this. Their entry price point is not too bad if you enter here, right? If you miss the initial entry on gold, you can still take this. The RR is just gonna be scuffed though. But like I said, I do think we're not good to the upside until we break above this high. If you're in this trade here, you can easily manage, right? If you use the initial entry, you could easily manage to break even once you break above this high. So it's not a problem for the most part. But yeah, this would be like another trade you could take. And we'll see what happens here. We did take out this eternal low already on NQ. If we do go back to 50%, this would be your like change of character internally. If we hold this low demand here to the upside, then there's that. So it's basically only a few outcomes right now trade wise. You're either already took 2R targeting this low here on NQ, or you're holding this NQ to 50%. Or you're taking longs here. Which don't look bad, I'm not gonna lie. ES mitigated another PY below. How much R did a short go? Hopefully that held all the way. 3, yeah. This is plenty, bro. For a counter trend trade, don't get greedy, man. You don't always have to go for 50% retracement for counter trend trades. This is almost 3 risk reward, man. No drawdown entry too. I got gold. Is anyone in gold longs? So far, not bad. I do want to see us break above this next high on gold longs though, for it to be a good trade or like a high probability, because I've seen price just play around like this and then do this. So if we can break above that high, that confirms us bullish. Did we break above? I can't tell. You want a clear break. You could go break even though at this point if you're in the gold longs, if you don't feel confident about the setup. Just can't tell if we broke above or we just wicked it. Sell soon. Clash Royale, what's up? Sell for what? Depends what you're trading. You're already selling. If you're like selling or shorting, you're already in the short from up here. I called out, like I said. You're not gonna enter shorts here. In my opinion, with my strategy, I'm not gonna enter shorts blindly here like this. Sure, it could play out, but my win rate is high because I'm taking very good price points, if that makes sense, for my trades. We'll see if gold can go for the high or not. Again, so far today for stream, I've taken 2 trades on live with you guys, 6R and a 1R short that literally went through your sword. Both banger trades. I've not missed a single trade today. So far I had 100% win rate today, and then this 5RR here as well, going for a high time frame draw. Live card pull openings. Oh, is that digital cards, or is that like physical cards where they're like worth money? Because I know people nowadays be trading like Pokemon cards, or like sports cards, I guess. I just pinned the link if you guys want to join the team, man. If you want to learn my strategy, join the group. There's a lot of benefits that you get when joining. We have a full Discord full of people trading the exact same strategy as me. Even though I've been profitable for several years now, I always feel like I'm always learning something. It may not be every single day, right? But I'm learning something, like, with accumulated knowledge, if that makes sense. Like these nuances. Like before, I remember when I started trading, the stop hunter strategy, something like this, I never, like, knew this was a thing until I gained enough screen time experience and I finally figured out the code. The main setup I've always had. Like, I don't think anyone teaches this setup here. Like this setup here, you won't find anywhere, because this isn't something I learned online at all. This is completely just from journaling my trades. And I figured it out. I was like, wait a minute, what if I just inverse it? Inverse what everyone else is doing, and add my own nuances to it. Then it becomes a banger strategy. What time do I stream? I usually stream, well, I've been streaming for the past week during Killzone for the most part. Market open. Sometimes it'll be like 1 hour after market open. Today was a little later. Today was like 1 hour after market open. Hold on. Again, we might have to look at the micros chart if you guys are trading gold. I think we did actually check out the high. But this was weird because you see how this bearish candle here, it didn't open at the same price. Right? It had like a weird gap. It should have opened here. It's weird. Yeah, chop so far on gold here. Again, I'm personally not in this setup. Okay, just something you could have taken. If you want to know what the initial entry was supposed to be, that called, it's supposed to be here. This is like your initial entry. This is just like a re-entry if you missed the setup. But if you're not trying to go for a big target, you shouldn't be re-entering this. It doesn't make sense. Price already went for that high right here earlier. Thank you. Slowing down now. Again, if you're going for a buy and you want to scalp, you can't enter here because, like I said, the entry's already here. The buy move already happened here for this 1-to-1. Sorry, I didn't even fix the stop loss. This is 1-to-1. Did we mitigate? No, so this is supply here. I think we might have had an internal sweep inside the supply. Did we hit it the first time? Hard to tell, guys. Usually when we made equal highs or equal pricing, I will count it as mitigated. So does my indicator. But the market's not perfect in that sense, if that makes sense. Again, make sure to join the free Discord, sign up. Link to the Discord is in the chat somewhere from the bot, wherever it's sending it. Let's see where it is. But yeah, it's somewhere in there, man. Let me open up Street Elements to make sure I'm not missing anything important. Let's see. Also, if you're so struggling with probability and wow, there's NQ. Okay, now we're finally getting that upside move, huh? This would be the candle wick you'd have to break. One of these two candle wicks for almost 100% certainty would go to the upside. This is explained because this is something I tested with the course members. This is my stop loss reduction method where I would put my stop loss 78% of times. I think it was a stat if I remember correctly for back testing. This doesn't get violated for shorts. Like this nuanced stuff, these small little things, I'm always looking at in the market to see if I can improve my reading of the market. Even at my win rate this year so far, I've had like a 70-80% win rate at 3 to 4 hour average. I'm still trying to get a little bit better at trading myself. Obviously, I know I'm never gonna have a 100% win rate, like from year to year, but I always love to see ways I can improve my reading of the charts. The better your reading of the charts improves, the less stress it adds on your mental and psychology, and your emotions. Also, if you guys are joining the Discord server and you have like a bot account type of, I'm gonna ban this guy, I'm not gonna lie. Ban for suspicious account. Again, if you are joining, you have something sus in your bio, I'm just gonna ban you. Just because I don't want you, I don't know if you're selling something here. There's people that post like weird Discord links, like external servers that obviously are scams, so just be careful out there, man. Nice stop under though so far if you're in this long. Stop loss is kind of hard to place for this. Gold is really choppy right now. 30 minutes, we're in a box. We're gonna get a big move on gold. This happens all the time. Whenever we get a chop, we're gonna get a big move at some point after. And that breakout is gonna be one or two ways, upside or downside. I've seen times where we consolidate and we either go higher or we consolidate, we do an eternal sweep of all this liquidity and then go higher. Both are possible ways of how the market moves. So if you can understand that, you don't mind taking longs, for example, if that makes sense. Like after that happens. Nice. See, my prediction is right here. Initially on NQ going higher. Again, NQ is either gonna go higher and hold this low here. Like, I guarantee it's gonna hold this low if it's gonna go higher. I don't think there's any possibility it goes lower. There's nothing I see. If it doesn't want to go higher from here, it's gonna go all the way down here for mitigation and then go higher. Those are two options for longs if you're bullish, which I am. I'm gonna hop off early today though for stream, okay? Because I gotta get some food. It might be it's been a while since I had a whole week of streaming. Let me check. I want to see what my results are so far on live stream this week for trading. For New York session only. Let's see. Timers. Why is it not sending? It's weird. Oh. If I change this, that's why. Nice. Anyone in this NQ long after those short TPs? It did exactly what I said. Guys, remember, you can play back the streams. This is all legit, live trading. I said it was going to take out this internal low. If you want to go higher, it mitigates this and goes higher. Look at that. Well, this is insane. Price is moving like exactly how I'm anticipating today. I think we can go for what is this? I think we can low-key go for this today. We're not that far off. 10%, we can go for that. 0.10%. Yo, this is not far. Now, if you were long here, I wouldn't. Yo, oh yeah, hold on. It's actually pretty close. You could even hold for that high. Hold on. And NQ's high is much further though. I wouldn't hold for the NQ high all the way up there, but ES is 3 to 4 more candles. You're TPing, bro. Again, I always tell you guys, look at this. Give your stop loss 1 tick at least a wiggle room on ES, and it won't disappoint. You either take your 3R here for longs or 6R. Jeez. Damn, could have been almost a 20R day for me then. You took the short on NQ, but not that long. Nice. Did you scalp the short at least, Stampede? Like I said, it's kind of trend. Scalping just towards SPY or just internal low. Not holding all the way for 50%. Sheesh. Again, if you want TP on your longs, you TP here. If you're on a Q, I would TP here. If you're on ES, you can maybe even hold for the high here, or just wait on NQ, just wait for ES can take out the high. But my standard TP usually is at the next internal high to be safe. We did also take out kill zone high, which be very careful with New York session kill zone high and low, guys. It's very powerful. I see so many times, especially the New York session low, it just works so perfectly. We wick it out and boom, we get a massive move. You don't want to get caught up in a massive reversal here. Even though it's counter trend, it took out New York session high liquidity. Be very careful here. I would just TP here personally. If you don't mind holding and you want to go break even with whatnot, feel free, bro. Go for the TP here. I'm gonna set an alert here. We'll just call it stream accuracy. I don't know. Bro, trading is like a video game. Oh my goodness. Look at gold. It's still consolidation though. We didn't really break out anywhere. We've had 3 breaks to the upside so far on gold. You see this? 3 straight breaks. Now this could be a QM model now, because we had 3 breaks. Be very careful with longs. If you don't know what a QM model is, I covered it in the course, but it's almost always going to be 2 to 3 breaks and then a big reversal. We'll see if we get that downside move off this, if QM is true, downside move or upside move here. Oh my gosh, this thing is pumping, dude. How much risk reward would I? Yo, I could have caught a 14. If this goes for this full TP here on NQ, that means I could have caught a 14R trade if you're still holding my initial long earlier. Jeez. Do you mean QM H high high lower low? No. QM to me is not. That's not QM to me. QM is a separate thing. You won't find information about it online. The QM model that I talk about is not the same as what you Google online. It's not the Quasimodo pattern. That's what you're talking about. Because that's what everyone else calls the QM. I don't. That's not what QM is to me. My strategy is pretty different, I'd say. Like, it's probably the most different compared to any other strategy you guys will learn. It's also extremely precise too. You don't get much drawdown. Well, we'll stay on the stream for a bit, talk, chit chat. If you guys have questions about what I have to offer or streams or trading in general, let me know. Again, we can really go for this today, man. You took it? Nice, you got 2R. Even if you missed the long stampede, if you got 2R on that short, that's good. It's a good money for a counter trend trade, especially because if you hold for 50%, that's not as good, you know. So Clash Royale said, I mean, it's like consolidation that breaks all the highs and lows before making a move, making buyers or sell zone. Not sure what that means. I'm not gonna explain what QM is on stream. There's certain things I'm gonna gatekeep for the course members and the mentorship students. So yeah, not gonna talk about. There's some stuff I will talk about for stream for free for you guys, but there's also some training stuff I'm not gonna mention to make things fair for everybody. Again, you click the link down below in the description, or that's pinned in the chat, stream chat, if you guys want to join the course today, and join the group. I think stream wise this week I streamed every single day for free live with you guys. Hope you guys caught some money. If you were on a funded account, you should have already gotten a payout from the streams that I've streamed this week. Depending on the firm though, of course, like rules. Again, if you want to just support the channel for free, or not for free, sorry, it's not free, but if you want to support the channel and you also get a benefit for yourself, check out the platform I'm partnered with. They're called Bullnox, they're reputable. I know people that got paid out from them, so yeah. You won't have to worry about payouts or anything like that getting denied. They're not like stupid Apex, okay? They won't just ban you or like deny you payouts for no stupid reason or give you a stupid BS reason. Check out Bullnox. You can use my code. It should just be JTrades, all capital, and you'll get a nice little discount. On your accounts. So a way you guys can support the channel, you guys also get a discount, and you guys also, if you get a payout, congrats, you know? Rooting for best of all you guys. I don't want you guys obviously losing the platform accounts. I want you guys winning, so let's keep winning together. Okay, this is no longer a QM to me anymore. We've had actually 4 breaks. Actually, no, 1, 2, 3. Okay, technically this doesn't count as a break yet. We didn't go back to mitigate this, but at this point, I wouldn't want to predict anything. I think more upside on gold here. I'm leaning more upside is what I mean than downside at this point, now that we've had all these breaks. This last one, this lot high for QM should have ideally held. So we'll see, but again, when we're consolidating, it's not ideal to enter a trade. Unless you're already in this trade, then that's fine. We'll see. We'll set alert to see if gold can. See if gold can hit that real quick. Let's see. Yes, it's stalling a little bit. Okay, if you guys want to take profits, you still can. You have the opportunity to. I would not be taking profits if you see price dumping though. That doesn't make sense to me. Like whenever people do that, you either take profits now on your longs, or you just hold all the way until this high. If you're waiting for price to come down here and then you exit out of fear, that's not trading. Okay, it's not trading. You're just gonna lose so much P&L. Like you're already up for risk reward. Either take the 4R or take the 6R. That's like a big mistake I see so many new traders do, man. Trust me, it's not worth it. I've tried bad testing, or not bad testing. I've tried doing it in live trading back to the day. You're gonna just not be maximizing your winning trades if you're doing that. How much percent do you risk per trade? Usually it's 0.25 or 0.5%. I used to risk 1% per trade. I'd say if you're on like a personal account, risk 1% per trade. Until you build like massive size capital, like a lot of money, you can de-risk, no problem. Because when you compound your account at some point, you don't need to risk the same amount to make a comfortable amount that you're willing to make. If that makes sense, right? Because your account's getting bigger. You don't need you need a smaller percent to risk the same amount of monetary amount per trade. All right, I missed some questions earlier. Let's see. Tonila Rose says, sorry, I don't know if I'm saying your name right again. I'm gonna mess up y'all's name, okay? I'm trying to read. Are you new to your channel? I think it's my first time hearing your name. Maybe you were on the streams like this week. I can't remember. There's a lot of new people today on today's stream that I don't hear, never heard of, never heard before. If you're new, remember, make sure to subscribe. Turn on the notifications, okay? So many people keep complaining to me they're missing streams, they're missing setups, bro. You can't be missing these setups, man. My strategy, I'm entering on the 1 minute time frame. If you're not gonna get the precise entry, you're gonna miss out on the move, especially if it moves very fast. If it consolidates, you have plenty of time to enter, but it's not always gonna consolidate. Also, I'm gonna be raising the price for the one-on-one mentorship program and the course later on. So if you guys want to hop in now for the early bird, if you want to call it early bird discount price, you hop in soon. I don't know exact price I'm gonna raise it to yet, but back then the course used to be $3.99, so now it's $4.99, and it's only gonna go from here as we fill in more spots. The mentorship, there's only one spot available left for one-on-one help. If you guys really want to go full time in this and take it seriously. But yeah. All right, let me see the other messages here. I think my stream elements might be broken today. I gotta fix something in that later. Someone said I almost passed my combine. Nice, you passed it almost with my trace I called out today. Yeah, dude, my chat's been moving faster today, so I'm missing a lot of stuff. Kiko said, how much R have you gotten this week? Let me check. If you are you talking about just the trades I taken on live stream this week, or everything? Because I also trade Asia and London at times, and that's sometimes off stream. If we look at this past week, when did I start streaming today or this week? 1, 2, 3 days ago. I think I streamed. Did I miss Monday this week? No, I was on Monday. Monday I was up 8 risk reward. I'm talking about live streams, by the way, guys. 8 risk reward. Tuesday I was up 3 risk reward. Wednesday, which was 2 days ago, I remember I think I was break even. Yeah, I was break even that day, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11 break even. Yesterday was 5 RR, so that's 16 RR, and today is a whopping 12 risk reward, y'all. So I'm up. Whoa, why is my OBS? Every time I switch tabs, my trading view just closes on my monitor. That's annoying. I'm gonna have to find a way to somehow keep it like on top without. Anyway. Lucky Nice. Is anyone still holding their longs, dude? This thing is going, man. It is going. There's so many scalps to the downside today too that worked out. Almost, not 1-to-1, almost a 1-to-1. You would have went break even though. Gold is, there's a potential TP for gold if you're long. There's a 5-minute supply right here, so let me mark this for you guys that are on stream. There's 5-minute supply, gold just reacted off of. Again, you don't need to wait for this reaction to happen. I know it's gonna react here because of how I mark my zones. Reacted there. We'll see, man. We are getting close. I'm telling you guys, we're probably gonna hit this level today. Okay. If we can keep slowly climbing like this, I don't want to see it big like this. I want to see it slowly like this. we're good. Hit the TP. But I'm literally up. What was the number I said again? 28 risk reward, I think is what the number I said. 8, 9, 10, 11, 16, 16. Yeah, 16 plus 12. I'm up 28 risk reward live streaming just New York session this week. 28. So do the math. In a week, in a month, you have 4 trading, 4 weeks. Sorry, that's 112 risk reward just off New York session alone. I don't know anybody doing 100. If you're risking 1% per trade, which is what most people do, that's 112% on your account. Whether funded, that's gonna be 1,120%. Okay, but on a personal account, that's like 100% in a single month, just trading one session. But if you're talking about like net risk reward for the whole week, with all the trades I've taken, I'm up way more than that. I took some trades last night, A session, 7R, I took a 4R, I took 2 losses, which is okay. This one I could have went break even. This one I also could have went break even. You see, a lot of my trades, they go in profit, but I'm going for these big targets usually because I'm looking for continuations. And yeah, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. That's fine. If you do the math here, that's 11 minus 2, 9. These were trades taken on stream, by the way. This was yesterday's results. I think this was off stream. It's like, I don't know. There's a lot of math going on here. Again, I need to clear my chart, bro. It's lagging. There's so much text on here. You guys can see all the past trades I've taken on my account, on my trading view with my strategy. But there's even trades on gold. I want to check. This was gold yesterday. I took a loss, took a loss, took a loss, took a winner. But you can see, look at you guys see how my win rate here is like 50%, but look at my risk reward average. I'm 10 times. This one winner here is 10x of my losers. This 2x, 3x, right? Took 2 losses here in a row. That's okay. You know, why is it okay? Well, because these winners just make back everything. It's a nice almost 1 to 2 if you held gold longs. If you want to go for the high, you can get almost 1 to 4. But yeah. Oh my gosh, 460 drawings. Yeah, it's time to wrap it up. It's time for me to lock in. I gotta record these trade recaps. I just been spending so much time live streaming because you guys tell me you guys actually like the live streams a lot. So that's why I'm spending a lot more time doing the live streams. Otherwise, I would have long form videos coming out with you guys. I want you guys to help me with something real quick. Let me find it. I want you guys to fill this out. This is a YouTube suggestions form. I have responses already in there, but I want to get some of the new members, y'all's opinion. Again, it's a fully anonymous. You don't need to sign in, I believe. But yeah, provide some feedback of what you think I can improve, what I can do also better, or what I can improve or do better, or add in stuff you want me to see more on the channel. A lot of people did say live streams, so that's why I've been doing more live streams. But again, keep in mind, I'm doing this complete for free. I'm not charging y'all for live streams, live trading, none of that, okay? I don't know, it just doesn't feel right, in my opinion, to charge people to do live trading. Maybe in the future, but I'm thinking of making live trading complete for free. As long as you guys show me support, man, on my channel. Again, either liking the streams, supporting the channel by subscribing, sharing it with your friends, free stuff, or if you want to use my affiliate codes, you can as well to also just support the streams and also get a discount and benefit on your own end. It's a win-win situation. There's a back testing. This link crashed me. What the heck? No, bro, it's good. Link works fine for me. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, if you want to get a backtesting software to test out my strategy once you learn it from the course or mentorship, use FX Freeplay. And you click the link there, you can get access to a discount using my code as well. Again, my codes provide you basically the biggest discount available at the time of whichever company is providing it. So that's the benefit of using my code. And let me see, there's a lot of other messages. Tonila Rose 5174 said 1. Oh, you took the trade as well. You took the long. If you took the long with me on NQ, banger trade, man. It's been a while since I've been able to catch such a big trade in only 15 minutes, so it felt really nice. Gold, I want to see upside here again. If you're in these longs, this is looking real nice here. I think if we can break above this high, these highs are gonna get ran here on gold. This is easily another 3R you can add to the bag today, man. Someone said if I'm looking for another trade, there's already trades people are in right now. Like, I'm not looking for another trade at the moment here because there's nothing here for me to take. Always take the best price entry models or best price entries. Like, remember when I called out this, guys, I literally said internal sweep into PY, your long is here. Now you're already in major profit here. I wouldn't be longing up here per se, for example, if something like this. It could work, I just wouldn't be doing that. It's a lower win rate than how I trade. Let's see what happens with gold. I don't want gold to dump here. We have this break to the upside, little break here off the supply. You guys might not understand what I'm trying to get at here, but I completely understand the ins and outs of my own strategy I made. So I know that if we break here, this is good sign for bullishness, not bearishness. But if we break this and we get a big move to the downside, this is very bad for upside. So it just depends on the reaction after we broke that high, whether or not we hold this, right? Do a little sweep, but hold this low ultimately. We'll see. I know I'm talking quite fast, but that's why I feel like it's kind of hard to learn my strategy just from the streams, but you guys can make money with me, at least. For the streams though in the future, if I ever go private, as in don't do live streams for free on YouTube anymore, I will be doing likely streams with the private mentorship students. So the high ticket $5,000 program 101, that's a free bonus you'll get with the mentorship program. And again, I won't be charging you guys mentorship students for the live sessions, okay? When I start doing private live streams like live trading, it's being completely for free, lifetime access. Snippy said, I've been playing poker these last couple of weeks, needed some quick cash, so I'm back on trading now. Gotcha. Yeah, you're still playing poker? I thought you stopped playing poker. I know you play for pro, which is very cool, by the way. Playing pro poker sounds lit, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably a lot of dopamine hits too, though, so I don't know, but it's a good and bad thing. That does sound really fun, though. Sounds more fun than trading, but for me, trading is just... I think I'm gonna stick to trading because I don't think I'm gonna be consistent in poker. I know I'm very consistent in my trading skills, so I'm gonna stick to trading. You guys stick to what you're best at. If you want to add something to the bag like trading as a skill set, you know, learn trading, stick at it. If when you're starting out, don't be reckless. Do not be reckless with your money. You need to learn first, then earn. That's what I like to say. That's what I live by personally. I wish someone told me that when I started trading. I was too stubborn when I started trading. I was way too stubborn for a whole year, thinking that me putting in more money into my trading account is gonna make me more money, when that's not true at all. Someone with a much better strategy or system that's profitable with a tiny small account is gonna make way more money than someone with a big account, but they don't know how to trade. One dude's actually gonna lose a lot of money. The other dude's gonna make money slowly compound that account and hit the big leagues. So yeah, definitely a pro tip if you're new to trading. Please don't be stubborn like me. Okay, I'm not stubborn anymore. I've learned my lesson plenty of times. That's why I'm here. If you're not learning from your mistakes, it's not good, bro. You're not gonna be profitable. That's the straight up truth. I'm gonna be honest. Like, people hate to hear the truth, but I don't sugarcoat stuff on my channel. I tell you guys straight up, if you're not willing to change something about your trading, you're not gonna ever become profitable. I know it sounds very pessimistic, but it's to help you guys make change and force yourself to change yourself. Because if you're not gonna change yourself, whether it's your technicals, improving that, or your psychology, it's not gonna work, dude. You're just wasting money and throwing it out the window. Tonila said, love for you to stay. Yeah, I'm still staying for quite a bit. I think you even... Damn, I'm reading messages from an hour ago. Alright, yeah. No. I'm washed right now. I couldn't imagine people that have like chats where people just flood it with hundreds of thousands, maybe not 100,000, but a lot of people watching. Okay, so this is not a good reaction right now for upside here. I think though, if we can hold this low, upside is still fine here. If we break this low, there's nothing really stopping us from going down. I'm gonna be honest. So that's what I see here right now going on. Because what happens here is going to confirm whether this break here was a true break to the upside or is a sweep internally. NQ is dumping a little bit. Yes is reacting a little bit. Again, dude, counter trend trades have been cooking today, dude. This is another winning trade here for 1RR. If I wasn't up for a day, I'd be taking... Actually, I probably wouldn't be taking these again. I like to take pro trend trades with the trend, but this is still a nice one-to-one. I know there's a course member, or sorry, not course member, mentorship student that loves taking these scalps, man. He kills it with these scalps. I can't wait to be in your position trading personal capital like this. I don't blame you. You had some incredible trades today. Yeah. It's been a minute since I had trades play out this fast. It's a good feeling. These live streams are gold, and I mean not because of the free money, but because of the thought process. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people tell me the same thing. I'll definitely watch them later. Yeah, I mean, guys, I'm very transparent. I have all my streams up on my YouTube, past streams. Whether it's a losing stream or a winning stream, I have all of them up. I don't go back and delete, all my losing streams so people see I never lose. Like, I have my losing streams up on my channel. It's just, if you do the math, like 80% of my streams I do end green. So that's just how my strategy is. If I stick to it, if I'm disciplined to it, and I don't make emotional mistakes, that's the statistics of how I trade. Sato-san said, I watch live card openings. I was streaming with some friends. You streaming with some friends? Like streaming trading? Sato-san, you stream trading? You live trade? That'd be lit, low key. That'd be cool. That's actually kind of cool. If you stream trading, I might pull up your stream on the side just to see what you're up to. It's actually pretty cool. Again, we are getting a reaction. I do still want to see us get this point if we can. Today, the reason why we're reacting here, if you're wondering, is because this high here is extreme high, but we do have already a very high time frame high here. So that's why price is reacting here. Like I said, I would probably close if you're in longs here. We're reacting here off this high on the left here. If you have noticed, you're not always going to get this high TP hit. So you don't always want to go for that. Look at this. Look at what price has told you guys in the past. There's this high here, right? So imagine you're trading here. You're targeting this high. Look what happens after it took out this high. Big dump, right? Maybe a manipulation one more time, but big dump. Look at this high here. Massive dump. You guys see this? So every time you're trying to trade up here, people are probably targeting this high here, and it's not gonna work out because keep on, I'm on the 1 hour time frame here. Your trades are off the 1 minute on my strategy. It's not gonna work out you targeting this high. You just target the next high. So you can see how you target this high, boom, big sell off, right? This sell off here is massive on a lower time frame. I'll mark it out for you guys, but this is a big move on a lower time frame. This is multiple good trades to the downside. All right. So yeah, if you did long, I would really suggest you closing out here. It's still a nice 3 to 4 RR trade. I cannot anticipate, well, there's something I will cover in today's course video. I'll post for the course members only about how you can actually determine with high conviction which true leg will make the big move to take out something like this. Because I bet you a lot of these traders here are probably targeting this and they never hit TP. Here, targeting this, never hit TP because it hits this and reverses. And it hits them out, break even or stop loss. So I'll have a video later in the course. I haven't made a video like this before, so I'll be posting it. It is some new knowledge, I'd say, a little bit of new knowledge that I've been witnessing in the markets that's been going on. And I've looked through past price action and it does work pretty solid. So yeah, I'm gonna share that with you guys. All right, gold looks not good for upside anymore. This would be a downside here. We did break below this low. That shouldn't be broken. Not 100% accuracy obviously, but looks more better for downside now. This 5-minute supply held. So if we're going for downside here on gold, it makes sense. We also hit 1 hour supply, like I said. We could see something like on gold where at least take out these set of lows here. Would be nice on gold. We could go down here. I think this is a stretch, to be honest. Let me see, 5 minute. Okay, it's not a stretch. It's not too bad on the 5 minute. It's a 5 minute move, but yeah. Not much else I can see in terms of commentary on the markets so far. It's just, again, upside for me personally. We could get downside, and the only reason why we would get downside is because of this high sweep here. But I usually don't like taking counter and trades off something that gets taken out like this and look for a big move unless structure on the lower time frame is shifting like this. Then yes, I'll be looking for these trades here, pullbacks or even a stop hunter, something like this on lower time frame, even to go lower. But until this happens here, I'm gonna keep my bias bullish. So we're hitting peak viewers though the past week. I don't know if it's because I stream daily now, so people are tuning in more frequently, or it's a schedule, but we're at 24 viewers right now. I don't think I've ever hit 24. Maybe 31 was one hit, might have hit before, but before knowing the charts, it was 24/7. Oh, you asked what we do while trading. Oh, I see what you mean, Stampede. Sorry, I was confused. That makes sense. So you're playing poker while trading. Wait, you play see, when you said you played poker, I thought you meant you play like in-person poker. Is it online poker then? That's pretty convenient, I'm gonna be honest. Online poker. Sign said, thanks for the free education stream, bro. I'm done training today. W. I'm gonna start my day. Nice streams, keep up the consistency, and the people will come. People just need to see your PFP because you stream for hours. What's PFP? Someone incite me on what PFP is. Is that profile picture? PFP. But yeah, I stream. There's no set stream for me time wise. I stream whenever I want. Again, this is for free. I'm sure if I was to charge you guys money for streams, I'm sure like I would have a set strict schedule of streaming, of course, right? Otherwise, it's low key like, I don't know, a little messed up because people are paying. But yeah. How long, Light Within You, what's up? How long have you been trading profitably? I've been trading profitably for about almost 3 to 4 years now. I was unprofitable my first year of trading. Like my whole entire first year of trading, I was unprofitable. I will lose a lot of money in options. If you know what options was, you know. I started with swing trading. I started with shares. I've explained this, my story, personal story, many times in streams before, but long story short, I started with shares, and then I went to trading option contracts, 0 days till expiration, 0 DTEs. If you know the game, bro. If you don't know, don't look it up, don't look into it, don't even try touching it, because they're account killers if you don't know how to trade, which I didn't know how to trade, obviously, my first year. So I lost a lot of money. I'm not gonna say the specific amount, but let's just say I lost basically most of the money I saved up from my warehouse job. I had a 9-to-5 warehouse job. So I had to lock back in, save up again, lock in on my trading, do a lot of back testing, not just some back testing. I had to do a ton of back testing, bro. It was a lot of work, but you guys can see the fruits of my labor. They've been paying off for the past 3 to 4 years now. Looking nice here. You guys see, we might hit the high time withdrawal. And it will pay off for you guys as well if you learn the right information at the right time and you just stay consistent. Be disciplined. And you said, what's your average net percent gain a month with a strategy? My gain percent or gain risk reward every single month is around 100. Like off the streams alone, 28%. If you want to use 1% risk per trade, because that's what most people go off of. Go on my live stream this past week. You can rewatch them all. I'm up 28%. Okay, and just this past week, live trading, just on New York session alone. I also trade gold during ADA session too and NQ. So if you're including everything, I'm up probably over 150% this month, easily. Or sorry, not this month. What am I saying? The month just started. I was talking about a month from today, if that makes sense. Tony? Oh, your name's Tony, sorry. I found you yesterday, nice. You just got recommended for me? Interesting, YouTube feed, I guess. Just closed my NQ. You said 1204. I'm so delayed at reading these messages, 1204. You had a really nice closure, Tony. Damn, you had a peak closure right there. Look at that. Good job. We have some divergence here. Yes, NQ weaker than yes right now. Gold is not in a good place, in my opinion, to trade. The range is very small. This is when I don't trade. Stick out of the market when the ranges are small, but trade the market when the ranges are big or clear. Like you see how clear these imbalances are? This range is nice. But when there's not many imbalances, price is choppy, this is not good. I don't like this at all. This is when you know, also if you enter a trade, you're gonna be in this trade not only for maybe a few hours or a long time, but also you're gonna get chopped up and take random losses. So don't trade when it does that. Olu Funshi says, still planning on taking any trades. I think I answered this before, but I'm personally done taking trades on my account. I'm just calling out where I think direction is going to go. If you guys want to take trades in my direction, I'm calling out. Like I said, I called out this trade already a while ago. There's also scalps to the downside. Also called out this gold long here. There's also this short. But overall, just commentary on direction if you guys are taking trades. But if you're talking about me personally, like entering the trades, like how I entered this short here, this long, and this massive 6R, I'm done with the day for entering, like personally. That's why today we're up 3 winners, back to back to back, up 12 RR. Dubs on dubs. Tony said, I've watched a lot of streamers in the past few, man, I wish I can pin or show some comments on my stream. I'll pin this. This is a good comment. Tony said, I've watched a lot of streamers in the past year, but watching you the past 2 days has been mind-blowing. Appreciate it. that's a long time. I've been watching streamers in the past year, so 1 year difference or 1 year of streaming. What would you say? I guess I can't really ask for improvements. Actually, I can. Yeah. What do you think? Like other live streamers or live trading streamers are doing that I'm not doing that might make their content or streams more entertaining or I guess useful and attract more people? I think my channel is still pretty low key. Like again, my streams usually only get like 20 viewers max peak. I know a lot of streamers get thousands of viewers concurrently. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any suggestions. Again, you can put them in the forum too if you want to be fully anonymous about the feedback. But yeah, also, what do you think about my streams are different? Because he said it's mind-blowing. I kind of know what most people would say. Most people are saying is because like how accurate I can predict price movements. And also the trades I've been taking are pretty good on streams. So that's what most people say, but I'm curious to hear your opinion from someone that's watching streams for the past year. That's a long time. Let's see. What's going on with gold? Took out this low. In a normal environment, if we weren't like consolidating here, we would be going lower and taking out this low. But this is not normal, like I said. This is choppy. If you go to like the 5 minute, you can know if something's choppy. Go to the higher time frame and it's a box, right? Go to the 5 minute. There's no unmitigated PY. You guys see how it's all super wicky? That's not even the main thing. The main thing is there's no gaps. You guys see how there's gaps. I don't trade these gaps, but they do signify stuff in price. There's maybe one gap here, but in terms of looking to the left here, there's like nothing. But yeah, direction on gold, I wouldn't say it's super clear. If you're still in your longs, you didn't go break even, I would just hold for the high. But there's multiple times you get a TP. 1R, 2R, really want to go for 3R, you can. But yeah, there's no predicting, in my opinion, at this point here, after you take this initial trade. Like, I'm not going to take anything in between here, if that makes sense. That's why I'm able to maintain a high win rate. I know, like, to be selective of what ranges to trade, what ranges not to trade. This is a range you don't want to be trading. Let's see what ES is doing. It's still stalling. MVMe said he's definitely solid, Tony. Clash Royale, so you can remove drawings easily using the bin left. Yeah, I know you can remove all this stuff. I'm keeping these trades on charts. I have to record videos for the course members to go over these trades. So I have to keep them up so I know what trades I took. So yeah, that's why I have them up. But yeah, I need to lock in on. Today's Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday. You know what's so funny, guys? Like, you know how like people that work, again, this is not to be offensive at all, by the way. I worked a 9-to-5 job. I literally had a warehouse job, but before trading. But like, you know how like you just hate or you love weekends or Fridays, I meant, whenever you work a 9-to-5 job, because bro, you're free for the next 2 days. At least most jobs are. Mine was, but anyway, just going off what most people's experience with jobs. Yeah, with trading, it's like the complete opposite. I'm doing this full time. I don't have anything else like outside of trading per se. So the weekends I have nothing to do. I can enjoy my time, do whatever I want, but in terms of like what I like to do, trading, I can't do anything. People think like when you trade, you hate trading. It's not true at all. For me, I love trading. That's why I got into it. I didn't not get into trading because of the money. I think later on when I realized how much money you can make in trading, that's when I was like, damn, okay, I can make a living off of this and the money is there, right? A good living. But before I found out about the money part of trading, I was just very intrigued in the market. I was always curious about how the market moves, why the market moves, where it moves, how can I take advantage of movements? Can I even make money? Is that even possible? Was another question I even asked myself. Is it even possible to make money in the markets? And took, like I said, a bit over a year for me to figure it out. But I was able to figure out at the end of that year, and ever since I've been really locked in, you know, been obsessed with the market. Even though now it's like a job for me to trade, I think it's cool because there's always some stuff I'm learning. Not every day, but like these everyday experiences add up. Especially if you journal them, you start realizing specific small things of when not to trade, when to trade, what PYs can hold, what PYs would likely not hold, how can I manage my trades better. There's a lot, man, there's a lot. So I think in trading, there's always a learning. You can always learn in trading. I think just obviously your learning curve in the beginning is a much bigger curve. Later on, when you have a lot of experience like me, you're already profitable, you already have a system, you don't learn as much, but it's still cool to learn these small little things. Make sure to leave a like as well, guys. We have 18 people watching. We got 10 likes on the stream. You Clash Royale said bro's laptops are lagging, bruh. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know if that's a link issue. Anyway, do you take partial profits or full TPs? I do not take partials. If you watch my long form videos, I do not take partials. I used to take partials. I'd have like 3 to 4 TPs, okay? And I'm not saying it doesn't work. With my strategy, you can have a higher win rate if you take partials, but your risk reward is gonna get cut a lot. And I did the math. For me, I'd rather hold. So, yeah. I only take 1 full TP. So that's why whenever you guys see me marking my trades, 5RR, this is a full 5RR trade. If you don't know what RR is, it stands for risk to reward ratio. And I mean, you guys even saw on stream, you saw the monetary amount risked and the monetary amount made. Okay, it's 6 times my initial risk amount. If I was taking partials, it wouldn't be. How do you decide to put your stop loss? I'm not going to go over that in the stream. That's going to be gate kept for the course members because I have different types of stop loss placements and different times of when you should put your stop loss where. So yeah, it does matter where you place your stop loss though. Different types of mechanical conditions requires different stop loss placements for your trades. Otherwise, you're going to take silly losses that shouldn't be losses in the first place. Yeah, I still play poker. It's actually so much fun. When I turn profitable, I'll give you a free, very advanced class. Cool. Sounds good. Again, I feel like maybe with the trading mindset or vice versa, it's easier to get into each one because you can accept probabilities. A lot of people can't accept probabilities, so their psychology is off in trading. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe it's something I can just throw money in poker for fun online, especially. What's up, All Valley Home Care? It's a very interesting name. Had to swing by again. Congrats, or nice, man. Yeah, man. Today was an amazing stream. If you swung by earlier, you could have caught these banger trades. 3 trades, 6RR, a 1RR scalp, and a 5RR gold long. And now there's even other setups on, well, not right now anymore. They're already hitting TP, but yes, it's about to slowly climb for that TP. Doing good. All Value Home Care. It sounds like a company. When you draw lines, how do you make them horizontal? Sure, you just hold, or wait. You gotta pay to join the course to learn how to draw horizontal lines. No, I'm just joking. I'm just messing with you. I'm just trolling. I'm trolling y'all. I'm literally trolling, bro. Don't clip that. I'm trolling. All you have to do is just hold shift. You hold control to magnetize. If you see on the left, there's a magnet to which point you want, and then I hold shift. Otherwise, if you don't hold shift, it moves everywhere. Hold shift and it's a straight line. So I use those shortcut keys very often. I think it's great to learn them. Hello, brother. How are you? I'm doing good, Ahmed. Were you on the stream earlier, Ahmed? You doing good on your accounts, or what's your status, man? Because actually DM me about that. I don't want you to want to share stuff publicly. DM me about how you're doing. I'll check my DMs on Discord. But if you're on a stream earlier, dude, some good money for funded accounts. 5 hour, 1 hour, and I took the 6 hour on live stream. Hit TV quick during Killzone. See, trading during Killzone, amazing. Outside of Killzone, not so much. Gold chopping still. It went back to mitigate this. This is why I don't like trading when the ranges are small, because you're gonna end up like trying to. You would have to ping pong, if that makes sense. You would, if you take longs here, you have to TP at the next zone. Unless you're very confident about making something like this, then that's fine. If you're not too confident in that draw, then you just go for a small TP. And then here's the thing, I just don't like reversing my positions back and forth like this, like long in here, short in here, long in here, short in here. I don't like doing this type of play. I like to go for expansion moves. You guys, those, look at my trades. Going for like, big moves, expansion moves. I love these expansion moves. I don't like trading these small ranges, even though they could work. It just, I don't like them, so. Robert said, do you do your lives every day or just on Friday? I mean, I don't know if you're new, but I've been streaming every day for the past week. This entire week I've been on live taking trades in every stream. So been long streams too, 3 hour, 4 hour long streams, 6 hour streams. But results wise for the stream this past week, up 28 risk reward. Just NQ, or just NQ and gold during ADA session. Or sorry, New York session. I'm trying to read something right now, that's why. Is it my title? Maybe I gotta change my title of my streams to get more outreach. I don't think so. That's kind of weird to use to change just because of a title. It could happen. I think I'm gonna take next week off though for streaming. We'll see. Over the summer time, I did a lot of streams, but I might take next week off for streaming. We'll see what happens with that. I've been streaming a lot and for a long time. I don't know. For me personally, it's a lot harder to maintain energy levels when streaming every day for several hours, just sitting here, because if I'm not streaming, usually I'll be trading, obviously, duh, but I'll be trading, but like I wouldn't be, that makes it, sitting on the chart the whole time trading. You know what I mean? I'll be entering this trade and I'll leave my computer. Maybe I wait for to see go in profit. If I want to go break even, then I go break even, then I'll leave my computer. And then I only check when it hits TP or stop loss or break even. So that's what like my trading style is when I'm off the charts, you know, or not on stream. Oh, Snippy, you play online poker? Gotcha. What time do you go live in the AM? Like I said, usually during Killzone. I try to at least. This week has been mostly like 10:30-ish. Sometimes I tried to make that open, but for the most part, a little bit later. It's just because I wake up a little bit later. There's nothing nuanced to it. Sometimes I wake up early, I can catch some nice trades. Like, bro, if I was waking up earlier, I could catch some banger setups. There's a lot of good setups that happen at open. But let me delete this so I can clear my chart. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. But what was I gonna say? It's because I stay up also sometimes to trade nighttime, Asia, London. So obviously I'm gonna sleep later. So sometimes I do stay up. Clash Royale say if you want to money when you can monetize, but if you do, please do not put lots of ads. I can try monetization right now. I'm gonna turn it on real quick. Again, you guys let me know like how many ads it plays. I think I can control it, but I want to see. I'm gonna turn on right now. I don't know if it will even work for today's stream. Again, this is kind of gonna be a test with monetization. There's a frequency I could pick or automatic. All right, let me know if you guys even see ads. I don't know if it even works. I've never had ads run before on streams. I know Twitch has them a lot, the big Twitch streamers, but I guess that could be a good idea. I don't know. Since you guys aren't paying anyway, I guess it's free. How much did you start with then? I start with what on YouTube streams? What's your unit size USD wise on each trade? Nice job on the Friday. Appreciate it. How long did it take from when you hopped in a trade to when you sold it? Which trade are you talking about, Tay? Are you talking about this trade? 30 minutes. This short, 15 minutes. This long, literally 15 minutes, 16 minutes. Not long at all. And these scalps you're quick today. The streamers I have seen, they do giveaways like some prop firm accounts. Gotcha. Okay, well make sure if you can't snap, you just fill out the Google form. You don't have to sign in. Just put that suggestion if you haven't already in the Google form so I remember. I'll try to check it out. That does make sense though. They get a lot more viewers because they're doing fun account giveaways. I don't think Bullnox, I can ask them. Maybe I can ask some other firms they're willing to sponsor. I don't know how these people do this stuff. I don't know if they're reaching out or firms will reach out to them. But either way, yeah. I'll look into it. Fun account giveaways will be fun on stream for sure. Spin the wheel, all that. It's a win-win situation for both the viewers and, you know, both the viewers and I guess me. I don't know. Keep streams more entertaining. I'm just marking out stuff here just to study what's going on here. Again, it's just bad conditions, but there could be a little bit of studying you could be doing here, just seeing how price delivers here. Just marking this out. So maybe once I fully understand how price moves in these chops, like delivery like this, I can maybe add something to my bag, you know? But until then, I'm not gonna risk real money trying to figure it out. Obviously, like that's not a good idea. Ooh, nice. Good pump. Tony said, I feel the same way. I'm working 9 to 5 now. I want out of it. I love trading, still learning every day. Awesome. How long have you been trading for? How come you get the comments like 30 minutes later, Clash Royale said? It's cause bro, I was locked in on trading, man. It's locked in on charts, looking at what's going on with the charts, man. Doing my commentary. The stream's not delayed, by the way. It's just I'm literally just reading them. I missed some messages from earlier. I try to also answer every question, so it takes a while. Let me see. Here's another question I missed. Someone said, Jay, tell us about you and your background. How did you get started trading? I already answered that. Did you have any challenges early on? Kind of answered that. How did you learn your methodology or modify from something else? I'd say half my strategies from a lot of knowledge I learned online, from like paid stuff and free stuff. But now that I refined my system so much, it's almost become like my own strategy system in a sense where it's very unique from everybody else. It's not really like I wouldn't say my strategy is at all like a copy paste of anyone else's strategy that you ever found online. There we go. We have the breakdown side now. How much money would this be? How much risk would this be? Short. About 3R short, not bad. Imagine if you held this short though. Yeah, see, this is why I don't like, right? If you were to hold this short, went back to break even, plus it would be a really long hold. I'm fine with the 1R. And again, price still, it's very slow going up. Minecraft said you are, maybe I'll do that next time. I'll pin the comment maybe that I'm responding to in the chat so you guys know who I'm talking to, maybe. Minecraft 2710 said, you are one of the few traders that actually trade live and profitably. Do you have losing weeks? It's a great question. And this is going to be crazy to say. I know it's going to be crazy to say. But if I'm trading normally, as in my normal frequency, I very rarely will have losing week. A big majority, I'm going to have green weeks because I take a lot of trades. And my edge plays down. My edge is not only very good, 65% win rate at 3 to 4 RR. This year has been a little bit higher, but also I have high frequency, right? I'm taking at least 5 trades a day. So if you do the math, that's 25 trades a week. Some people are only taking 25 trades in a month. So if you look at it that way, time aside, if I have a red week, that's equivalent to someone else that has a lower frequency strategy having a red month, which you don't want to ever have in trading, in my opinion. Red months, in my opinion, they're not ideal. Okay, ideally you want to have green months at least, and my strategy does that. I've never had a red month for the past, I think, year. Okay, I've had red months, but for the past year, I believe I have not had a red month. So red weeks, yes, they happen, but they're very rare for me. Super rare. Again, it might sound cocky, but I'm just being completely transparent here. Like, if you can watch the streams, maybe I might have had a red week on stream, but those are only a few trades, right? On stream, I'm not taking necessarily 5 trades every day. Today, this was only 3 trades, 1, 2, 3. But you can see how many other setups I called out that you could have taken. There's another setup here. There's another setup here. There's like another setup here. Like, yeah, you can easily take 10 trades in a single day with my strategy. 1, 2, 3. The trades I missed this at open, bro. Or sorry, this is a little after open, but I missed this setup, man. It's a nice setup. I think it's just a sweep of something, I remember. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 setups. I missed this, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 trades taken just during New York session today. So you can imagine it's very difficult or hard to have a red week when you take so many trades. But I do appreciate the compliment that I'm actually one of the few that actually trade live and profitably. That's why I'm always curious, like, I don't know, some of these big streamers, bro, I've tuned into their streams just to see what's going on with them, just out of curiosity. Obviously, I'm not trading with them. I would never trade with another streamer. There's no reason for me to. I don't even know if they're profitable. Why would I even waste my money and time doing that? But like, that's the thing that boggled my mind. I don't know. I guess like a lot of people tune into the unprofitable big streamers, but when you have a profitable trader like me doing live streams, I don't get too many people. I think it's the world of social media. This is how it works. A lot of fake I don't want to call it fake content. A lot of like how many views, viewership, popularity that you get. It's not fully dependent on like the quality of the content you provide or the integrity. That's probably a better word. My goodness, I did not expect this big of a dump. I told you guys there's gonna be a downside move, but I did not expect it was gonna be this big. Damn. Dude, oh my gosh, that's short. Ran 6 RR. Jeez. I think part of this could be the correlation here. Gold is usually inversely related to ES or indices. So if indices are slowly crawling up, gold is gonna go down. That doesn't always happen. They sometimes move together, but it's just a little thing. Ads are fine. We understand you should be getting something back for your time. I'm curious, how long are the ads that are playing on the stream right now? I just enabled it maybe like 20 minutes ago. Are they skippable ads? I don't want to enable monetization if the ads are like 2 minutes or 1 minute long. You guys let me know. I can't see on my end. You said when I rejoin stream it has one ad? Oh, it's not bad. How do we know if you're actually in the trade and not just suggesting it? Clash Royale, you would know if I'm in the trade if I took the trade. Go back to the live stream today. Go to the time here, 10:54 a.m. So 2 hours ago, go on a live stream. You'll see me like execute the trade on my trading view. That's when you know I'm personally in the trade. But if you take the suggestions, again, personally, it means personally I'm not taking it. I'm good for a day. It's a really good day. But even suggestions are playing out, you know. It's a winner here. Winner short, I said on NQ. Winner long here. That's 3 winners. Also potential short. That marked with 5-minute supply. There's multiple winners you can take based on suggestions too today. But that's basically how you know I'm in the trade. Also, if I'm in a trade, I'm gonna tell you guys I'm in the trade. I always say verbally, I tell you guys I'm in the trade. I'm taking this, right? When I'm saying suggestions, I'm saying you could take this, you could take that. But whenever I'm taking a trade, I'm telling you guys I'm taking a trade again. Like for example, this was a suggestion here. I was just marking out, but I didn't take this trade. That's an extra, it's a lot of extra hard today. I took them, but it's fine. Ads were skippable? Okay, nice. Big Dave says still love though. Ads were skippable, 5 seconds. Oh, all right, I'll keep them on then. It's only 5 seconds. That's an ad break. Get your popcorn. It's an ad break. Stampede said I haven't seen any ad yet. I think the ads might vary frequency wise. I don't know how often they pop up for streams. Maybe every 10 minutes or something. Not sure. But it might not play ads at the same time for people. So that's why I don't know. How close is, dude, yeah. I'm thinking today's gonna be another rally day. We've been having, to the start of 2026, guys, we've had quite a few of these where just rallies afternoon session. Yeah, I have seen some streamers, some barely even take trades. Yeah, bro. That's so relatable. I kid you not, bro. I've seen traders on live. Also, like back in the day when I was unprofitable, I remember I would pay for signals or like live trading services. Again, I wouldn't recommend you guys do that, okay? If I'm streaming here for free, give me profitable traders. What's the point of spending your money with someone else live trading with them? I guess the benefit is they trade every day. I'm not gonna live stream provide free signals or free trades, if you want to call it every day. But just make sure to do your own research before paying someone money. If they have some legitimacy, you can check them out. But yeah, dude, I remember when I was paying for signals or even the free YouTube live streams, I've seen, bro, some traders, they be charging you money and they don't take a single trade. Like maybe they'll take one trade a week, but they would be live, like trading the market for like 4 hours a day, 3 hours a day, but they only take one trade the entire week. I understand if their strategy is actually meant to only take one trade a week, but you want to know the reason why they're doing that? It's not going to apply to everyone, but a big reason, okay? It's pretty obvious. I don't think I need to even say it or call the people out on this, but they're scared to take trades or take a lot of trades because they know they're not profitable, okay? If they were only taking one trade a week, think about it this way. You as a customer, let's say that trade is a loss. Okay, you as a customer, you won't feel bad because you're like, oh, okay, they only lost one trade. You know, it's only one trade. It's not bad. But imagine they take a lot of trades, and let's say they take like 10 trades, or use my numbers, dude. Take 5 trades a day on average. Imagine they take 25 signals or call out 25 trades, and you are net red at 25 trades. Your mindset in view of them being profitable is gonna shift. Being red after one trade, that means that applies to every trader, right? Even me, okay? Even after two to three losses in a row, that applies to me as well. But if you're net red after 25 trades, there's some I'll be a little suspicious. I'm gonna be honest, okay? That's why some people literally just stay on stream. Also, another thing is they're probably not confident. If they're not confident in taking their setup or trade, they're probably not trading or legit traders. You guys have seen, like, I take these trades instantly. No stalling or anything. Limit order, no stalling. I took this, no stalling. NQ long here, no stalling. I don't hesitate. I'm taking my trade. Right? This shows that I have confidence because I know my strategy works. I know I'm profitable. I'm gonna take my setup when I see it. And obviously I'm gonna be done for a day once I'm either satisfied with my P&L like today, or I see it's not ideal, so chopping around. Now obviously try not to take a trade. Even though, yes, setups could have worked out, try not to take a trade during that chop. You said the only profitable trader you have seen is Trade with Pat, but yeah, all of them do giveaways. See, my channel is not big enough to do giveaways or get sponsored. I think. I'm not sure. I don't think we're big enough at that level yet. Trade with Pat, isn't that the white guy? Does he live stream? I don't know. I don't really watch him. I've heard of him though. He's a big channel. How long have you been following his like live trading? Like, is he actually, I guess, taking trades or pretty commonly or pretty often on streams? Like, 2 things you guys really need to look for when you're looking for someone to, like, I don't want to call copy trade, but someone to help like follow, I guess, for live trading on YouTube, especially. Number 1, trade frequency. Again, I know it varies. If they're a swing trader, honestly, if you're swing trading, you're not even gonna be live on YouTube. Let's be honest, right? You're not gonna sit here in your chair for 12 hours. So yeah, I think this applies for most traders streaming, because most traders streaming are on the 1 minute for their entries, like me. Or some I've seen P1 seconds too, which is insane. But that was a throwback for me. Anyway, 2 things you need to look for: frequency of trading, no hesitation on their setups. The no hesitation, that it's not a big turn off or a red flag, but really that frequency. If they're not taking any trades, they're wasting your time. You're wasting your time watching them. They're not legit. Okay, they're not taking their trades. If they're making money, why would they not take their setups when they see them? You know what I mean? So that's good. He takes trades frequently. That's good. Obviously, number 2, the most obvious one: track every single trade the streamer or YouTuber takes on live stream, and see if it's net green or red. If it's net green, they're profitable. If it's net red after a lot of trades, they're not profitable. Most likely. I say most likely because there is more conditions. Sometimes strategies aren't as good as others. My strategy, for the most part, you won't really be seeing red weeks if you're trading frequency like me. Okay. If you see a red month, 1,000,000% doing something wrong with my strategy if you see a red month. So you haven't seen any ad yet. Tony said, I think YouTube promotes channels that allow ads on it. Might be good to see if your subs pick up now. Ooh, thank you. I didn't know about that insight. Yeah, definitely. I guess we can try running ads and see if it picks up when more people join the streams. I did not know that. That's interesting. That does make sense though. From a logical perspective, like a business perspective, it does make sense for YouTube to push like live streams where there's ads more, because YouTube makes a paycheck too. They make money too. So okay, all right, definitely take that into consideration. Sunshine said 100%. Stampede said he started like 2 months ago. He does take trades often. Okay, nice to hear. It's just I think the last time I heard about him, he had like a website with like a trading robot. I should pull it up. He actually still has it. That was the thing that really threw me off when I found out about Trade with Pat a long time ago. Yeah. Anyone that's selling a bot, in my opinion, I'm gonna be very cautious. I'll be very cautious of. If he actually is profitable live trading for the past 2 weeks, props to him. That's good. It's profitable, I guess. But the selling the bot thing, it's a big red flag for me. Like, I have my own algorithm and code that I could sell to you guys if I want to make money. Like, if I want to make money selling the bot, I can make a lot of money selling the bot. But guess what? I'm not going to. Because why would I sell something that trades for you and it works? Now, for me, I've explained the reason why I don't use the bot myself and I'm still taking manual trades. I don't want to say it again because I talked about it so many times because people ask all the time, like, why not just automate your trading? There's specific reasons. Too long, didn't read. Long story short, account size. I can't do it on my size account consistently properly. At least not as profitable as me manual trading. But if you guys know a way where you can connect using a third party like a copy trader, like connect to prop firms, hit me up. Because I can test out the bot on prop firms, because that should be no problem. Commissions are very low. There's no spread because it's a demo environment, so it will work very nicely. But otherwise, yeah, he is actually profitable, but yeah, I don't like his strategy. The bot thing is weird though. I see. Interesting. We might not. I still don't see downside on ES. Nice sweep of liquidity here. They can go higher. We're getting very close to the high. But like I said, we did take out this major one here. I'll kind of see if you can get a move like this. Again, I'm not taking this, but kind of see if we can hold this to go higher here. Gold, I think, hit demand for longs. Yeah, I'm not gonna mark it because my chart's gonna get really messy. Gold hit demand for longs. Let's see if this holds or not. I think you might mitigate this. If you're wondering what these boxes are, I'm not drawing these blue boxes. They're part of my indicator. If you guys want access to indicators, check out my website. I have access to indicators posted there, so you can check it out there. Just type in indicator. You'll find it. You get access to multiple indicators. This is one of them, but there's a total, I believe, of 7 indicators that you included. I have a monthly subscription, yearly, and a one-time. Most people go for the one-time because it's the best price for your value that you get. Again, it's a TradingView only indicator. Okay, if you're using like another trading platform, it's not compatible. It's only for a TradingView. Just as a disclaimer there, in case people pay and later realize it's just for TradingView. It's only for TradingView, the indicator. But it does a lot of my analysis for me. Daily bias, like I was able to catch this gold long today. Also with my daily bias here. It does a lot of stuff. I can show you guys real quick. I'm not gonna go too much into it. I have a video in the course. I think I even have a video on my YouTube channel for free, I'm pretty sure, that breaks down all the stuff that's included in the indicator. But yeah, it includes all this stuff. It marks out structure, quick breakdown, marks out, gives you daily bias and refreshes, by the way, every single day. Marks out kill zones for you. You can change the timings for you if you want. It also sends alerts, by the way, for IFGs, POIs, and kill zones. So you don't have to manually set alerts. You have POIs like zones. You have structure, watermark, that just a watermark, doesn't really do much. There's a lot of filtering. You can see just filtering that you can do with the POIs. Some visual stuff, it's not that important. POI filtering system, again, I've coded the filtering system. This is very cool. This was hard to code, I'm gonna be honest here. This was very hard for me to code, but I was able to figure it out. But this allows you to basically have different time frame POIs on your chart that show up. So you don't have to switch time frames to see other time frames. But for me, to not have too much clutter, I usually just enable the 5-minute one. And structure, you can change the settings here. I personally go with the default, don't change them. Yeah, this stuff, choose the default. I have it saved on default because those are the settings I messed around with that work best, personally, from my experience. So yeah. Bro, can you help me BY buying one 5,000 AC, please? I don't know. I don't know if I can buy air conditioning for you. It's kind of weird. I think it's weird. Can't buy AC for you, bro. You gotta reach out to your landlord or something for that. What am I thinking on gold? I think for gold, you can take 2 attempts here on gold. You can either long here right now. Your entry would be here, use my strategy. So I would have entered here. You can either long this, go for whatever you want. Maybe go for a 1-to-1 if you want. You either long this, and the other setup for gold longs would be this, long off this sweep here. But aside from that, no other longs for me on gold. So those are potential setups for gold. I'm still bullish on it. You try it long if you want. This would be your entry. You could even move to break even. But like, you see how my entry model, my strategy is super precise. Sometimes it does it where it actually makes equal pricing. And so you can instantly go break even, for example, right? Because using my stop loss reduction method, again, I'm not gonna cover that in today's stream. That's gatekept for course members. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You could instantly go break even here on this long. So it's completely risk free. And if it runs, upside is like a lot, right? Whatever you want to target. There is no other entry model here, by the way, if you're trying to look for something else. IFG is not valid. IFG, you have to take it all the way up here. That's just not going to be happening for me. Maybe someone else can help this guy buy AC, because I can't buy his air conditioning. I don't know. But that's my bias on gold. Upside, either upside here now. If you take a loss here, or the break even point, I guess, that's fine. You take it off the sweep here. I think if the sweep fails here though, probably would stop taking longs. Let me see. I don't think this, I don't see the sweep failing, I'm gonna be honest. The next big major liquidity sweep you can take off longs is all the way down here, or the 5-minute POI below. But you don't really want to see that just because we did make a strong low here. Liquidity sweep, broke structure. ideally this low doesn't get taken for longs. So that's what I'm seeing as a high probability trade. Like if I was still trading, this would be a setup I'd take here on gold longs here. And then how you want to manage the trade to break even right now or not is completely up to you. But yeah, if I was still trading, this would be a valid setup for me 100% to take to the upside. 1-to-1 is like the next break essentially. Again, this is just for people that still want to trade for a day. Okay. It is a valid setup. It's a setup for me. A quality rating setup. I won't count this if it goes to TP though for stream purposes, for the title, just because I'm gonna just kind of count the trades I took for transparency, which I already updated on the title. So this is one trade. There's another trade. That's 2, 3. We hit a gap here. This is like a setup that most people would take as a trading fair value gaps that I would just miss. Let me see. It is off this 5-minute stop runner. That'll be the only reason why I'd take this long here. But to me, this doesn't fit my criteria anymore to take longs. So no longs here. I would not long here. Not financial advice, but I would probably not long here. I'd probably wait for this. And if it goes up and you don't get your long, I accept this, you know. The market's not going to be 100% to my strategy. No strategy ever will be. So I wouldn't mind if it just goes higher, because I think you noticed it actually hit the POI. This is like your small little, this is like your new range, just in a sense, if you want to call it that. So this is definitely more risky though. Gold went for a 1-to-1 for those that took the long off my entry model. Again, I'm not going to explain like my entry model here. Okay, if you want to know and learn, it's within the course. All the course members know this is where exactly I would have entered on this trade, on this exact tick with the limit order, if you have taken the course and you went through the modules. If you guys caught the trade and you're in the Discord server, make sure to post it under profits, all right? I want to see some of y'all posting your P&Ls, or if you don't want to post your P&Ls for privacy reasons, I'm completely fine with that. I understand. Post your charts at least. Post your charts, man. With the position tool, post your charts of the exact setup you took with me. I don't know which setup you guys took. Some of you guys took the scalp, I'm short on gold. Some of you guys took the NQ long. Someone even almost passed their count with the NQ longs I called out. So, you know, if you took some setups, man, I want to see the charts. I want to see the charts. In the meantime, I could maybe do a quick breakdown of maybe the trade I took last night on gold. This one I did take at the exact 50% level, so obviously it's gonna have a lower win rate. Same entry model I always use, guys. It's 100% mechanical, same exact entry model. I took a loss, and then we mitigated. I didn't draw it out, but I'll draw it out for you guys here. Replay mode sometimes just glitches. I don't like it. Here, let's go 30 minute. I think it was a higher time frame. Again, usually I don't need to draw it out just because my indicator does it for me. I think it was either 30 or 1 hour. Here's the 1 hour. So the 1 hour, demand got hit on gold, and I took it off a limit order after my entry confirmation, and this thing ran. I held this the entire night, and it finally hit the TP. I was also marking some other stuff I saw. I saw trend liquidity above, so this gave me high conviction we were gonna go bullish here. I was actually originally, I think, targeting actually this high here. Took a loss. Doesn't matter. But anyway, I saw this. This gave me more conviction. Everything's fully mitigated above that, so even more conviction to the upside. But yeah, the 10R played out. This is why you always want to catch the initial start of the move, because you can see how, like, I was marking stuff out. I think I was still up at this time just to try to see if I can, like, figure out what price was trying to do while I was in my trade. You can see how, like, price gets messy in the middle of a trade instead of getting the initial start of the move, right? You get caught up in this. This is what I call the account killer. This is where people blow their brains out. Or sorry, that's probably, I don't know why I said that word. They lose, not the right word. They lose their brains trying to take trades up, down, again, chop, right? You don't want to trade this, consolidation. What happened here? I don't trade PO3, but AMD, this is accumulation, manipulation, and you got your distribution. But you can also consider this manipulation, so who knows which one is the real manipulation, right? But if we're bullish, you can expect manipulation to the downside before the upside. So that's what happened here. Again, AMD to me, I don't use it personally because I don't see it happen all the time, and it doesn't happen super often. If it doesn't happen super often, I'm gonna miss out on so much P&L if I'm waiting for that. So so far, if you're in this long still, you're up 1 RR still. We had 2 breaks to the upside, which is nice. We'll see if we can continue higher. Again, you can target anything here, really. There's a lot of targeting to go for. One thing I've been trying to work on myself is less greed. Okay, later in the session, you don't want to go for crazy targets. Unless volatility kicks in later, you can. But you only want to go for small targets, ideally. Nothing too crazy, you know? You can go for this 5 minute, you can also go for this 5 minute. Whenever there's a lot of POIs, I usually just look at the closest one, to be honest. I don't know if this POI is gonna hold, this one or this one downside. You just never know. Right now we're reacting off of this here. But this would not be like a main setup because this is not 50%. Look at this. It's not at 50% yet. What would you target for gold long? I'm in a trade. That's funny because I literally just Just said well I'll target. Depends also where your entry is. If your entry is using my entry model, you have a perfect entry here. So you could go break even. You had 2 breaks it upside. If I was in this trade here, I would. The R is just not great. I'm gonna be honest. I'd either target this for 1.4 R. If I'm being more realistic, I'd probably target this for this zone here for 2R here. I think this was the 5 minute I was looking at. Yeah, the 5 minute there for 2 minute. You can see how my indicator is marking this up out. If I hide everything, you don't see anything. You see how the indicator is marking out these zones here? I don't draw these myself. But I do label them, of course, once I like get the trade in or show you. It's just for teaching purposes. Your entries at 4499.6, 4499. Okay, so you definitely had a much higher entry. Wouldn't be an ideal entry, but for trade management, I guess your entry would be different since the price point is higher. But yeah, target wise, I would say this here is good, 2R, or just straight up full send it for the high. Okay, but because of time right now, I'm not too confident if we're gonna get that volatility to even go for that far. We're seeing NQ. There's no entry model here, so you wouldn't have entered this unless you use a limit order. It missed. Wow. Missed the draw. Barely. Yeah. Could be going for this demand maybe. Yeah, we really did miss the draw though. I was kind of looking for something like this. I'll be honest, this is a high time frame reversal pattern. Yes, this happens, but I was really ideally looking for something like that. My delivery is not always going to be spot on. That'd be crazy if I had 100% like anticipation for price, but no. I think your chart is different. Yeah, your chart is different. I don't know how you entered down here. Are you on gold futures? If you're on XAU USD, that is Forex. So your entry, yes, would be different. Yeah, if you're in Forex, that makes sense. Forex has different prices for your trade. So, yeah. Break even is pretty hard here. You don't have much wiggle room in case prices want to go higher, even with the optimal entry. We have some divergence here on ES and NQ. ES missed the POI below, which is not fun. And Q did the liquidity sweep here. I'm gonna stay on stream for a bit. I wanna see if we can hit our target I was anticipating. I usually like to stay on just to see. This is a nice build up of liquidity here. You can take out. Is it still the same movement? Yeah, it should be in sync. Gold and XAUUSD. Again, if some of you guys are hopping off the stream, just make sure the last thing you do before you leave, join the free Discord server. You can talk in there. And then if you want to check out what I have to offer with the course and mentorship, you can join the streams. You can click on that link down below, check out the reviews, and I'll see you guys in there. We'll just, again, like I said, see if this plays out. We'll even check on gold to see if gold plays out here. But ES and NQ looking good right now to the upside. Ooh. Oh, I'm hungry. I need some food, man. I won't stay on for too much longer. Let's play a game here while we wait. I'm gonna predict in the next. We'll hit the high time and draw in 10 minutes max. 140. Actually, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, maybe a little bit more than 10 minutes, but roughly. Nice. Anyone holding the gold long? Anyone holding the gold long, man? Call this as a trade idea. I did not take, but if I was still trading for a day, this is a trade I'd 100% take. Okay. Potential TP is here. If you want to go for 2R, there's a TP for 2R. I'd be break even here at this point, obviously. But it is running nicely on gold. You're getting good volatility. If you're very confident, you don't mind holding for a while, you can go for even that target. Okay. Yeah. Nice move on gold. Y'all gotta pay me my profit split for calling out all these bangers, man. I'm like a prop firm. You gotta pay the profit split. Run me my money. Must be predicting everything to a T today, huh? I do this on a regular basis, but today has been perfect. Let's see. Alright, who wants to place a monetary bet here? I said 140, but I think max 145. Not gonna lie, 7 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it might. I don't think it's gonna go for that in 7 more candles. If we get a retracement, 145. It's my last time. Let's see. Because you have to break this next high and go a little bit further. It's about to go for a 2R TP here. Complete that. Alright guys, 6 minutes. See if we can hit draw and queen 6 minutes. Thanks for subscribing, Stoic Trader. It's an interesting name. You're still holding gold, Clash Royale? W hold. We hit the POC here. I mean, it's not many points if you want to close there. If you know what the POC is, it's this here. That's the POC level. Or you just hold for this still 5 minute. It's not really much difference. All right. 6 minutes left to go. Place your bets. Gold TP hit. Yeah, I did hit TP just now. Too easy, y'all. $10 profit. Profit is profit, man. Gotta start. Everyone starts somewhere, even if it's 10 bucks. Let's go. Again, I didn't take this trade myself. I'm just leaving it for the Discord. I think we can go for this though. We have good momentum right now. If you don't mind holding, a hold for the high. You have actually good volatility right now. Oh my gosh. Look at that. There we go. There we go. I don't know if I spelled anomaly right. That's probably wrong. Stay in school, kids. I'm just joking. I said 140. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. We're two. Bro, come on. We're literally 2 ticks away. Three ticks away. I said 140. Let's see. Imagine I get this exact time right. Be crazy. Fire emoji. Let's get fires in the chat. Been on a streak today. On a straight burner. If you never made 10R in a single day, today's your day. So, if you took every single trade idea, you might be even up 20. What's up, Juan? How you doing? Again, this is a trade currently. Everyone's in, or a lot of people are in. Some people TP'd here. I think this can go for the high. Yes, 137, 137. Come on, 3 minutes. Hit the draw in 3 minutes. Just arriving? Dude, you missed out, man. You just arrived. I took some banger setups live on today on stream. We took a 1R, which is not a big trade, but people that held, it's a massive trade. And then I took a live trade on NQ for 6RR. And we had some people that almost passed their combines and took it with me. Oh, we got the high timing draw liquidity hit on the yes. There we go. There we go. There we go, fellas. Oh, I was off by 2 minutes. Damn. 140. Anyway, close enough. Not too bad. Let's go. Do you guys want me to stay on stream for a bit to see if gold does eventually go for the high or no? What's the move? Let me know what y'all thinking. Again, leave a like if you guys haven't already. We're at 10 likes right now. Let's try to hit 20 by the end of today's stream. Mark said I'm in gold right now too. Nice. Mark, you're minimalistic in the course, right? In the Discord. I think that's what you told me last time. I always forget. Your name is very different. Again, check out the free Discord server, y'all. Check out the course. You guys want to learn from me? Link. Mark said I'm gonna TP at the next 5 minute supply for 5.7. Sheesh. 5.7 R. You must have took a. I'm guessing you took a. What's it called, Mark? Aggressive stop loss using from the course that taught. Jeez, that's nice. My stop loss is actually a little too wide on this. It's fine. Next 5 minute. Which 5 minute are you talking about? Are you talking about this one right here? or the one we just hit. I think personally, like, it's either you TP here now at this 5 minute. Oh wait, no, this is the one I was looking at before. Yeah, either TP. I would have either, like, for me direction wise, if I was in this trade, I would have either fully closed out here if we're bearish, or if we get a potential bearish move, or I would fully close out just holding for the high. I probably wouldn't risk, if I was in this trade, like risking this P&L here just for a little bit more for this 5 minute. Because if we're bearish, if you think about it this way, any of these supply zones here could hold, right? But if we're bullish, there's no reason to TP there. I just fully TP at the high. I move my stop loss up 50%. Next one, nice. Let's not let this big winning trade hit break even, guys. For those are in this trade. Oh my gosh, I was off by 2 minutes. 138. Again, I can't predict the time stuff hits. I was just messing with you guys just to play around, just test stuff out. 5.7R is a big banger though. That is a good trade. I would definitely not like let it go to break even for sure though. Get some profits out of that. Because this trade didn't take that long. Again, we're in 5 minute supply right here. This might be a 30 minute here. Oh yeah. So you got to be careful here on gold if you're just trying to go for a smaller target. Because this here, we're in 30 minute supply right now. This whole block here is 30 minute supply. If you want to just go for a conservative target, you should TP now. Don't get too greedy for this 5 minute up here. I think literally if this 30 minute doesn't hold, this 5 minute is gonna get blasted through. So either close now or go for this. That's my view here. My time zone is streaming on Monday. I said I'll probably take a break from streaming next week or forever. I might not come back ever again for live streams. Might be the last live stream of the century or my career for free on YouTube. So y'all should hop in the Discord server. Okay, we can talk in there. If you don't have Discord, bro, you're missing out. Everybody got Discord nowadays. And oh my goodness, dude. Could you guys imagine NQ also goes for that high? That'd be insane. I'm gonna set an alert. Maybe I should have low-key traded more today, actually. Now looking back at it, there's a lot of setups I see. I think there was one loss I would have taken out of all the setups I called. The loss would have been, wait, was that on gold? Yeah, I think the only loss out of all the potential trades I've called out today that I would have taken would have been this long. I mean, it might have been a break even too, because I probably would have targeted this high here, but that's like not even thinking about hindsight. That's purely what I would have done in real time, targeting that high. That's the only loss or break even. Everything else is straight winners today. Mark said, I've been greedy. Yeah, dude, I've also been greedy, so I feel you on that. Been greedy on streams, man. Many trades I've caught on stream, they get close to TP and miss. So it's a good thing to know that you're greedy. Have some self-awareness is always a good thing in trading. You're right on the TP analysis. I didn't see it like that. Yeah, like I said, if you're in this long, I'm sure you're still up a good amount of R. It's not going to be a huge difference. I'd close personally just for P&L. I would not risk, especially if we print OB. I just would not risk it personally, dude. Like I said, if you're not trying to go for the high, you should be closing here. This is 30-minute high time frame supply. I'm sure you still get a nice 434R off that TP. You're not missing out on much, right? Really not. We did create an OB entry to the downside. So that's even worse now, actually, for people trying to, what's it called? Go for a bigger TP, but I wouldn't be taking this short. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I wouldn't be taking this short just because it is a counter. But if we do get something like this, this could happen too. So yeah, you guys can see, dude, that candle was scary. What in the world? You said I would close now? Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. I mean, like I said, you should have, if you were, instead of waiting for this reaction here, you should be closing at this bullish candle here. Because once this OB gets created, if you're trying to close later, you're probably missing maybe an extra 1 RR on your winning trade just because you close off this reaction here. You know what I mean? So that's how I view it. Again, just because we had this reaction doesn't mean we're gonna go downside, okay? But this is not obviously not looking too good. Reaction wise, this candle flipped so quick. I don't know if it's because my internet was laggy and didn't time correctly, but dude, y'all saw that on live? I don't think I've seen a candle flip that aggressively that quick in a while. That was really fast, especially at this time right now. Like what? That's crazy. Aggressive stop loss. Still a nice 3.6. You would close out? Nice, Mark. How much R did you get off the closure? Like I said, I'll be done for today here. I think you guys have made plenty of money. Don't get greedy, man. You guys should be green on day. No reason to try taking more trades here. All right. I'm going to hop off in a bit. So I think you guys should take a break. It is Friday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Use the rest of the time to journal. Journal your trades, take screenshots, study your charts. And for those that are using my code JTrades for Bonox, once you get a payout, let me know. You know, hit me up in DMs, post in the Discord chat. Let me know. That'd be awesome to see. I want to see you guys succeed. I don't want you guys blowing the accounts, you know. I will say though, they have very cheap accounts you can just reset or just full pour, but because you can pass in 1 day on Bonox. Top Step, you need 2 days of back-to-back green to pass with top combines. Bonox is 1 day you can instantly pass immediately, so it's a big benefit of Bonox. But like I said, lock in, y'all. Stay sharp, and I'll see you guys in the next stream, if I ever stream. Again, I might take next week off. We will see. But yeah, catch you guys in the next stream. All right, glad you guys closed out P&L. Good close to the day. Put in the chat, you know, how much are you guys are up for today. Put in the chat. Let's see. I didn't notice the 30-minute PY. Yeah, see, you always want to switch time frames. Always. The only reason why I didn't is because I'm not taking this trade here, so I wasn't paying too much attention. But you always want to be switching and cycling your time frames, man. I'm gonna delete this since I didn't take it. I don't want people to think I took that trade. Did not take that trade. I took all these other trades though, and they're all banging trades. So yeah, it's fun talking to you guys today. You got 5.1 R. That's really good. I'm gonna be honest. This is extremely good because targeting the high with my stop loss would have been a lot less. If you were covering to buy to sell here, that's even better. Or sell to buy, sorry. Yeah, 5.8 almost. There's many ways of entering that trade, but yeah, great stream today. I'll catch you guys in a free Discord server. You can chit chat in there. Otherwise, if you guys want to learn from me, man, check out the link down below. You sign up for the course or mentorship. One spot available for the mentorship. Prices will be going up for both services. Okay, you guys want to learn my strategy, learn from me, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace.
Create a song talking about day, trade in the freedom and
Gonna real quick play the best song in the world right here.
time freedom.
If you guys actually find this song annoying, please let me know. I'll try to find another song for outros. If you have specific song suggestions for outros, let me know. I know it's not that important, but I feel like I want to just have like a specific vibe for the stream. So yeah, let me know. I'll see you guys in the Discord.
Create a song talking about day, trade in the freedom it provides, money, location, time freedom, as well as mentioning essential trainers, university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to trade. Create a song talking about day, trade in the freedom it provides, money, location, time freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to trade. Create a song talking about day, trade in the freedom it provides, money, location, time freedom, as well as mentioning essential trainers, university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to Create a song talking about day, trade in the freedom it provides, money, location, time freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to trade. Create a song talking about day, trade in the freedom it provides, money, location, time freedom, as well as mentioning essential trainers, university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to Create a song talking about day, trade in the freedom it provides, money, location, time freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, university, since that is what I run and where Create a song talking about day, trade in the freedom it provides, money, location, time, freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, a university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to trade. How to trade. Create a song talking about day, trade in the freedom it provides, money, location, time, freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, a university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to trade. Create a song talking about day, trade in the freedom it provides, money, location, time, freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, a university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to trade. How to trade. Create a song talking about day, trade in the freedom it provides, money, location, time, freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, a university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to trade. Create a song talking about day, trade in the freedom it provides, money, location, time, freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, a university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to trade. Create a song talking about day, trade in the freedom it provides, money, location, time, freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, a university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to trade. Create a song talking about day, trade in the freedom it provides, money, location, time, freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, a university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how Create a song talking about day. Trade in the freedom it provides. Money, location, time, freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, a university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to trade. How to trade. How to trade. Create a song talking about day. Trade in the freedom it provides. Money, location, time, freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to trade. Create a song talking about day. Trade in the freedom it provides. Money, location, time, freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, a university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to trade. How to trade. Create a song talking about day. Trade in the freedom it provides. Money, location, time, freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, a university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to trade. Create a song talking about day. Trade in the freedom it provides. Money, location, time, freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, a university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to trade. How to trade. How to trade. Create a song talking about day. Trade in the freedom it provides. Money, location, time, freedom, as well as mentioning essential traders, a university, since that is what I run and where I teach my students how to trade. Create a song talking about day. Trade in the freedom it provides. Money, location, time, freedom, as well as mentioning essential trade.